Okay, this is going to be a short video, guys, I promise. In this video, I'm going to go over the financial statements. I'm not doing the every single line-by-line transaction anymore. I'm just going to go over the financial statements for each month. So I've done my cash flow, income, and balance sheet updates. I did an update to the cash flow diagram. It's very minor. Nothing big has changed. And the reason I did that is because I did a savings ledger change. I was tracking the savings separately, and I thought about it, didn't really make that much sense because that account is generating interest and that interest is considered income. So I brought it into the realm of tracking, and now everything is sort of under one roof, under YNAB. So let me just get right into it. I'll show you first the updated savings, or not but the cash flow diagram. This is what it looks like now. This is what it looked like before. Nothing really has changed functionally. I'm just drawing it in a different way. This still is the same. The reimbursement account is there. It comes from there. The cards, I took away that whole thing about, this one card being there in its own bucket. It's kind of taking up a lot of space. The thing is the same though. It's going in there. I have all the notes. So same thing, just less space. The savings account, the Ally savings account, I put all that there, and then there's these little like sub accounts that are inside that account. We got the emergency fund and then the opportunity fund, and that's where the extra 616 that's coming, remember that's coming from over here, that's going into the opportunity fund now. Everything else is the same. Literally there's nothing has changed with that. So that's very good. We're a third of the way through our agenda here. It's really great. It's really great. So I'll go into here now. I did my income and cash flows for October 2020. I got my income, salary. I got a commission from WFG from last year. I guess I wrote a policy, or that was my car insurance policy that I got. I don't remember, but they gave me a commission I was owed, I guess, before I got terminated. You have been terminated. I was terminated, guys, for inactivity. Expenses were, that's about average. Remember how in the beginning, I actually want to make a mindset video about this. Remember how a couple months ago in a video I was saying that my expected expenses are going to be around 2,400. It's exactly what it's turning out to be here. It really is. And as we go more months and more months, that number is gonna, or the limit of this number, I don't know how to say it. It's gonna go down and meet at 2,400 basically. So that's sort of like a self-fulfilling prophecy there. So there were some high expenses this month. I did a little bit of traveling, so my transport fees were higher. My dining out fees were higher as a result, and subscriptions, one of my credit card annual fees came due. I'm thinking about canceling it because I don't use all the benefits at all from that thing, so I don't know that it's worth keeping it. But yeah, so that's what the total expenses were. So net income was 762 and 33. Now we go on to the cash flow statement. We bring the net income in. We do adjustments. I sold something on OfferUp, right? Got some cash back from one of the cards. And you know what I realized is that I have a lot of points sitting in several of my cards that are not doing anything. So I might just bring those in as cash back, because I don't know what my idea was to save them for like travel or whatever, but I could just buy the ticket with cash. It kind of makes it easier to do that. That way I'm not sitting there with all these points that are just losing value. It's kind of like a savings account that's very limited and stuff that you can get it for. So I might just liquidate all my points and bring them back into the real world. New debt was pretty low, so the stuff that I'm purchasing now on credit cards is, it's just average what I'm buying. So nothing really increasing there. Debt servicing was quite high. The second highest in the last 5 months. The first biggest was that month when I paid off a credit card. That was because I paid off a let's go back here. That's because I paid off this card. I decided to just pay it off, and that's now on the auto pay statement balance. There's also some other one, the Discover IT. I had that 816 before I changed it down to 200. That payment did go through, so those two are making the debt payments a little bit higher. And then you also got to note that I'm paying the credit card payments factor in everything that go into reimbursable expenses as well. So that's a little note. But otherwise, looks pretty good. Cash flow is still negative because a lot of the money is going into debt servicing still. Was still pretty aggressively paying down the cards, but that's now going to slow down because we have a 0% APR promo until September of next year. So I talked about that in the last video there. Did my balance sheet as well for October. No, what day is it? Oh, November. There we go. So yeah, I don't know. Stuff's the same. Stuff's not really changing that much. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Total debt has gone down by about 2,400. It's pretty nice. The net worth is actually lower. Net worth is actually lower than around this time last month. But that is because I just paid rent. So if I had not paid rent, that would be 17, and then my net worth would have gone up. However, the net worth is a point-in-time calculation. So there are some months, right, and this is also before my paycheck has come in. I think that might have been just after that happened last month. The net worth is a point-in-time calculation. So it's going to happen. It could go down, it could go up. If I do the same calculation, in 2 days or 3 days, then it's going to be higher, of course, than last month. But that's nothing. It's nothing to worry about if at some point your net worth goes down a little bit, because it's a point in time calculation, and instantaneously for a day or whatever, right? If things haven't settled in your account, then it could be lower than last month's. I've made a new savings ledger. I got rid of the old savings ledger because, one, I wasn't using it, and two, there was unallocated funds in there that could be allocated towards stuff. The savings account that I have with Ally is generating interest income, and that interest income can be used to put towards stuff. So for example, if we look at the balance sheet, in August I started with 2,000 in there, and the almost $5 that have come in there have been from interest. So now the savings ledger is pulling from the balance of the savings account from the balance sheet, and then I can come in here and allocate funds to different things. So I've added the debt payoff goal of 7,000 because in about a year, where are we going to be at? In about a year, that's the amount that I'm going to need to pay the full thing off. That is the whole purpose of the Opportunity Fund. So that balance is going to be 7,000. The due date, finally we're getting a item to use for this, right? The due date is going to be the date the promo balance expires. Now, is this October 9th or September 10th? I think it's September 10th. Jeez, that's... Okay, yeah, it is September 10th. All right, cool. So we have 312 days left to go to that, and we're 0% of the way there, guys. So great. I think that's it. What else did I have? Yes, quick video. So that's October for you guys. That's it. So I started posting these reports like in kind of nicer format on Instagram on my page. So that's another place that I'm gonna be like documenting stuff is on there. That's where my reporting is gonna come out. So yeah, go check that out and follow me there if you haven't yet already. Then yeah, see you later. Bye bye.